Hi, I'm Micah, and I have 39 days to lose 24.5 pounds. Today is October 22nd, and I weighed in at 226.8 pounds. Today, my wife left to go out of town for a week, so I had to bring her to the airport this morning. I had to wake up at 4 in the morning. I didn't sleep well last night because I knew I'd have to wake up early, but got her to the airport, then came back, got my high schooler ready for high school, brought him to school, then came back, got my middle school kid ready for middle school and brought him to school. Then I was able to come home and relax a little bit. I had for breakfast a skirt steak with poached eggs and butter. And I had a flank steak with poached eggs for lunch, also with a little butter. But I think I also cooked that one in beef tallow. I took a walk today with our family dog, Josie. She was kind of annoying to walk with, so I don't think I'll do that again. I walked about 30 minutes. I stopped at the field that I've been curious what it looks like, and I flew my drone up to take a peek. And it looks about what you would think it looks like. Now, with my wife gone, I knew that I would probably have some cravings. I'm here by myself. I put the kids in school. Plenty of opportunities to go get a bunch of junk food if I would allow myself to do that. And the only thing stopping me would be, well, my health goals, but also I'm doing these videos. So I know if I did that, I'd have to come make a video and talk about it. But then that's not really true because I could easily stop making videos and just disappear. I've done that before. I've started some sort of accountability group with somebody, and then when I fall off the wagon, you just stop showing up. So this has some effect as far as this is a project that I want to complete, and so since I want to complete it, I want to make a video, and so I don't want to make a video where I messed up. But ultimately, if I really wanted to, I could easily just duck out of this and go back to the way I was eating. And sure enough, today I started having cravings right after dropping the kids off. I'm by myself, and I started thinking about the things I could eat. So what I did was I went back to Epictetus. I mentioned him in my last video, and I came across a passage today that was very applicable to addiction, habits in general, but especially bad habits. So I took a passage from Epictetus, I adapted it to talk about sugar addiction in particular, and I'd like to share that with you. Every habit is confirmed and strengthened by the corresponding actions. That of walking by walking, that of running by running. If you wish to be a good reader, read. If you wish to be a good writer, write. If you should give some action up for 30 days, one after the other, and be engaged in something else, you know already what happens. In general, therefore, if you want to do something, make a habit of it. If you want not to do something, refrain from doing it and accustom yourself to something else instead. The same principle holds true in the affairs of the mind also. When you give in to a craving and indulge it, you may be sure not merely that this evil has befallen you, but also that you have strengthened the habit, and have, as it were, added fuel to the flame. Do not count merely this one defeat, but count also the fact that you have fed your intemperance. You have given it additional strength. For all habits arise from their corresponding actions, even though they did not exist before. And habits which were already there intensify and become strong with each reinforcement. In this way, without doubt, the infirmities of our mind and character spring up. For when once you conceive a desire for sugar, if you apply reason and bring yourself to a realization of the harm, both the desire is stilled and your governing principle is restored to its original authority. But if you do not apply a remedy, your governing principle does not revert to its previous condition. But when the desire is roused again, your governing principle is overcome even more quickly than it was before. And if this happens over and over again, the next stage is that a callousness results, and the infirmity strengthens the craving. For one who has had a fever and then recovered is not the same as they were before the fever. unless they have experienced a complete cure. Something like this happens also with the affections of the mind. Certain bruises and welts are left behind on the mind, and unless one heals them perfectly, the next time the old scars are hit upon, they have welts no longer but wounds. If therefore you wish not to be intemperate, do not feed your habit. Set before it nothing on which it can grow. As the first step, count the days on which you have not had sugar. I used to have sugar every day. After that, every other day. Then every third, and then every fourth day. If you go so much as 30 days without a bit of sugar, be grateful, for the habit is first weakened and then utterly destroyed. Today I was not defeated, but I was on my guard when certain things happened that were capable of provoking my craving. If this is the case the next day, and thereafter for 2 or 3 months, know that things are going splendidly with you. Today, when I saw someone enjoying a delicious dessert, I didn't think I wish I could have a taste, or they must be happy to indulge. For when we say someone is happy doing something we strive to avoid, we really mean, I would be happy if I did that too. We must take care not to even picture to ourselves the next scene. The smell of the cake fresh out of the oven, the slice placed on the plate before us. If you avoid that trap, congratulate yourself. You have solved a clever problem. But when the cake is not only nearby, but is baked and offered to you by someone you love, if you still hold aloof and conquer, this has become a victory worth celebrating. On this score, one has a right to be proud indeed. How then may this be done? Make it your wish finally to satisfy your own self. Make it your wish to appear beautiful in your own eyes. Find a good role model, someone who has overcome their own addiction, and set yourself to comparing your conduct with theirs. Whether you take as your model one of the living or one of the dead, think about how great a victory they once won. To overcome such a thing is as great a victory as any Olympic athlete has ever achieved. Recognize that you have the ability to conquer in the same way. If you confront your addiction with such thoughts, you will overcome it and not be carried away by it. But to begin with, be not swept off your feet by the vividness of a craving, but say, wait for me a little, O craving. Allow me to see what you truly are. Allow me to put you to the test. Allow me to see what hides behind your mask. And after that, do not suffer it to lead you on by picturing to you only what it wants you to see. Otherwise, it will take possession of you and go off with you wherever it will. But do you rather introduce and set over against it some fair and accurate depiction, remembering every ill thing that comes with it. And picture also to yourself a vivid image of all the rewards that come with overcoming this addiction. If you see clearly the beauty of overcoming, you will throw out this filthy image before you. And if you form the habit of taking such exercises, you will see what mighty shoulders you develop, what sinews, what vigor, just like an athlete's body develops from the training he undergoes. The one who exercises himself against such external impressions is the true athlete in training. Hold your ground, you unhappy human being. Be not swept along with your impressions. Great is the struggle, divine the task. The prize is a kingdom, freedom, serenity, peace. Remember, you were once a child who dreamed and believed in the best version of yourself. If you allow yourself to be overcome by your craving by saying to yourself, I can't resist this today, I will be strong tomorrow, and then do the same thing a second time, know that in time your resistance will only weaken. Eventually, you will not even notice that you are doing wrong, and you will even begin to offer arguments in justification of your conduct. At last, that brave child within you will cease dreaming, and you will stop believing in dreams. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll make another video tomorrow.